Welcome to Reality Creative Video. I'm Hermes. Today we're going to talk about metals. And when we make our colloidal nanoparticles, we use metal. And without metals, we can't make the colloidal nanoparticles. So let's investigate the different kinds of metals and types of metals that we're going to be using, that we use in our colloidal nanoparticles. I have an interesting story to start with. The new iPhone is supposedly a titanium composite case. So my iPhone had died a few days before the new release, and I had to go to the store to get a new phone. So I had iPhone 10, now I'm getting the iPhone 15, and the guy is setting up the new phone, and we get into, he starts going in onto titanium, and it's a titanium case, and how expensive titanium is, and as I said to him, yeah, I'm an alchemist, and I make titanium, and I drink it. He turns to me all serious, he says, "You eat metal?" I mean, I guess I was mystified, because being an alchemist, I deal with metals and colloidals all the time, and I'm constantly drinking metal, not eating it, but I'm eating metals. And here's a guy that's like totally bought into the whole idea that metals are evil, things that you shouldn't put into your body. Our bodies are water, and in that water is metal. The drinking water contains metals. Drinking water contains colloidals. Maybe not high concentrations of them, but it does contain them. And in drinking water is all the metals. There's magnesium and iron, with the copper. It's all there. All these metals in larger amounts and smaller amounts, they're all there in the water we drink. Yes, we eat metals. So, colloidals is a way of putting the metals back in our body that is normally in our drinking water, but because we drink processed water and because the pollution, I don't know, there's not as much lightning going on in the world to create the colloidals in the ground, there's a lack of having these colloidal metals in our body. So, by making your own colloidals, we are just restoring the balance in the body. Yes, we're going to eat metals. And yeah, here's my Forever Mix, which is combination of a whole bunch of colloidals. And guess what? I'm going to eat my metal. Wow, that's good. Okay, so we cannot create colloidal nanoparticles without metal. And so here on my desk, I have a whole bunch of different kinds of metals. And the reason they're there is it makes a nice picture, but also to show you that their metal comes in different forms. We have wire metals. This is probably, with colloidal use, this is what we use mostly. If I can get the wire metal, I use the wire metal. And that's not the only form it comes in, though. Some metals I cannot get in wire form, and so I get it in these discs, these scientific discs. I buy them. But even though it's in a different form, it's a metal I can use. Sadly, I cannot use this disc for the plasma arc process, but it will work for low voltage DC electrolysis, which just brings me to the process involved. Here is my high voltage AC rig. You've all seen pictures of it. With this process, we take the metals, and the metal is liberated due to the plasma arc, and then the water cools that metal down that's been liberated and turns it into very tiny nanoparticles that are in the water. Over here on the low voltage electrolysis side, this is we use low voltage DC, probably around 40 volts. And we apply power to the metal, and we add some household chemicals to help break that metal down. In the case of some colloidals, some don't require it, like silver and zinc don't require anything. But some colloidals like gold, we require special household-safe chemicals that we ingest to break the metal down and turn it into a colloidal. So it brings us the type of metal that we have. So we got the disc, we got wire, we got these big, in the case of magnesium, we got these big, huge magnesium rods. We also have these smaller strips, I call them. Magnesium strips, comes in a roll that I'll use for low voltage electrolysis and plasma arc magnesium. And this little tiny thing here is platinum, very expensive metal. This can be broken down either with low voltage electrolysis or with plasma arc. I use plasma arc because, quite honestly, it's faster with plasma arc for platinum and less chemicals that it needs, household chemicals that it needs. So sourcing metals can be a problem depending on what metals you want to use. But I mean, if you're going with the regular silver, gold, zinc, you're not going to have a problem. You're going to find that metal just about anywhere. But it also brings up a point that, metal purity. And you've always heard 99.99 or 995% pure metal. Well, basically, you want to get the purest metal that you can get. Let's briefly cover what I consider the main hitters of metals that you'd want to turn into a colloidal and consume. First is gold. Anti-inflammatory, huge, limitless mental boost. It's anti-aging, it improves circulation, regulates body temperature, and improves the skin. Platinum. Platinum, like gold, shares similar properties, except that it's anti-aging. It's also an anti-cancer. It's used in anti-cancer drugs, anti-inflammatory. It boosts intuition and the mental processing. And it improves skin also. Zinc boosts healing inside and outside the body, improves the immune system, and it's necessary for taste and smell. Titanium, there's not a lot of research on titanium. Athletes like to take titanium and wear titanium jewelry. They claim it improves their strength and their stamina. It also has been known to increase the electrical balance in the body. I like to think that it helps the cells communicate better. Copper. Copper helps create healthy blood cells, oxygenates the blood, helps form collagen, and is a natural antioxidant. Magnesium helps with muscles, nerves, and bones, and blood sugar levels. It's a calming agent on its own, and it helps prevent leg cramps for those of you that have those. Iron, the last of the guys on the list, is another red blood cell enhancer. It helps the red blood cells carry oxygen throughout the body, increases stamina and focus. So that's the major metals that you might want to turn into a colloidal and drink, and what they do. It all depends on your body and what you feel your body needs. So that's my thing on metals. Now, if you watched the whole video and you got to the end, you earned yourself another cool. And you know what? Alchemists are cool. We help people. We heal people. We use our magic on others. If nothing else, just to make a smile in a person's life. So carry your alchemy with you wherever you go and make someone smile. And earn a cool. I'm Hermes, Reality Creative Video. I'll talk to you again soon.